Being intelligent doesn't guarantee everything in life. Even though highly intelligent people have all it takes to get things done in their life, they still have their challenges, and one of the major challenges is finding love. It might be easy to get tasks done based on the level of intelligence, but this same intelligence is what causes issues and struggles for intelligent people when it comes to matters of the heart. It is not that they can't find love, but based on some reasons associated with their level of intelligence, most might not eventually find love if care is not taken. Stay tuned while we state some of the reasons why highly intelligent people struggle with love. They are too comfortable alone. Highly intelligent people don't have issues with being alone because they find solace in it. They know that when they are alone, they get things done quickly and are most productive. They use their time alone to think, read books that can transform their lives, and also use it to relax or re-energize themselves for tasks ahead. Because they are comfortable being alone and getting things done without the help of anyone, they tend to forget that there is a need to find someone to love. Some don't even want to attend to the affairs of love because they do not want anyone to encroach on their private time. Some believe loving someone means giving up the personal time they used to have, and they are too comfortable with that personal time to give it up for love. When it is time for them to socialize and get to meet people, they will rather stay alone and might end up not meeting someone interesting to be their love. They overthink everything. Thinking is one of the major traits of an intelligent person. Intelligent people see thinking as a part of life. They think and make plans for everything they do and will always know their next move. When it comes to their relationship, they also tend to use the same approach they have to live by. They make plans for where to meet their spouse, how to meet their spouse, how to react, and the possible discussion when they meet their spouse. This mostly does not work because their approach is mostly logical, other than emotional. They think over things that can be approached with emotions and end up getting them wrong. Even though using logic can work at the early stage of love, to maintain and manage love, emotions are expected to go with logic, or else the relationship will die a natural death. Highly intelligent people should also learn to add their emotions to their logic, and they will struggle less when it comes to matters of the heart. They prioritize their goals more than their love life. The most important thing to a highly intelligent individual is achieving his or her goals. They are productive people and will always run toward their goals rather than run toward love or a relationship. The painful thing is that even when they have fulfilled their current goal, they immediately develop a new goal and start chasing it. Sometimes they can even forget to eat or do any recreational activity just because they want to achieve their goals. If a highly intelligent individual is a boss in any organization, he or she will always set a new goal at the end of another goal. This approach cannot be used in a relationship, which is why they will rather focus on the things they know how to do best, which is crushing their short and long-term goals. They spend more time thinking about their goals than they think about the other aspects of their lives. Now telling them to start thinking of an additional person seems like a burden for them, and they will rather focus on their goals. They are not easy to understand. Communication only occurs when two or more people are passing across messages between themselves, and the message is well received and understood. In a situation where one of the parties doesn't understand what the other is saying, that means communication didn't take place. In relationships, communication seems to be the most important key. The people that are supposed to be in a relationship must understand one another and must be able to communicate adequately with one another. Once there is no communication, the relationship is bound to fail. Highly intelligent people are mostly misunderstood because their perspective and the general perspective are mostly different, which is why they are mostly loners. For highly intelligent people, being in a relationship is difficult because they are greatly misunderstood. When they are to share their perspective, most people don't understand them, which means their spouse might not understand them as well. And this can lead to a failed relationship. They have high standards. Because highly intelligent men are aware that they are intelligent, and they know that they are greatly misunderstood, They tend to want to relate to specific people that are in the same category as them. When it comes to their relationship, they have this high standard that is most difficult to encounter. They set a standard that is correlated to the level of intelligence of the opposite sex. They want the person to be either of the same standards as them or a higher standard than theirs. Some of their standards can also involve the level of education or exposure. They want someone who is educated enough to hold conversations with them and exposed enough to be shown to their friends and family. They don't have many friends, but the ones they have are mostly people who are of high caliber, intelligence, and exposure, and they expect their spouse should fit into the class easily. This is not always true when it comes to love, and highly intelligent people might find it difficult to make a compromise. They intimidate people. Highly intelligent people are very intimidating. They don't do this deliberately, but they know how to figure things out easily, which intimidates people. If they are meeting someone for the first time and they start talking, the intimidation starts with their fluency in the discussion, as they always know everything about something. When they start talking about their achievements, especially if the highly intelligent person is a lady, she might end up scaring the man away with the level of success she has. This is also the same if it is a man. It might be too intimidating when there is so much exceptional success compared to the person they are with. People who don't want to be intimidated end up running away from them and will not want to be intimate with them, even if they have feelings for the person. They are overprotective of themselves. Highly intelligent people always build walls around themselves because they don't want to be hurt, even though they are not much affected by what people say about them. When it comes to love, it means they will show their vulnerability, which might end up making them hurt. Before they get hurt, they prefer to build a wall around them, and the wall ends up pushing people who might have been interested in them away. Some of the walls might not be deliberate, and some might be deliberately built based on previous experience. They prefer to stay away from relationships and focus on their work, rather than get hurt while being in a relationship. They don't like to be restricted. One of the woes of being in a relationship is always considering the other partner before making any decision. Highly intelligent people always like to make their own decisions, and deciding with the consideration of another person can be a constraint. It means they no longer have the liberty to move the way they move or stay alone the way they want to. This also means every bit of their life is not theirs alone as it used to be. And that is scary for highly intelligent people. Their productivity comes from being able to work the way they want. They fear the restriction might affect their productivity and creativity. They think with their heads, not their hearts. Love is said to be a matter of the heart, but this is not for highly intelligent people. They mostly approach love with their heads, which is mostly not the best way to approach love. Relationships with people work better when they are approached with the heart and not the head. Though some highly intelligent people connect with their hearts, the fear of heartbreak makes most approach love with their heads instead of their hearts. The head can only take them far enough to connect with people and get to know them. But to connect on a deeper level to the extent of loving one another requires a connection from the heart, which highly intelligent people are running from and why they are struggling with love. Now that you know why highly intelligent people struggle with love, I'm sure you would like to know what Sigma males need from relationships with women. Click on the image to see the next video. Don't forget to subscribe.